Hi, I'm Josh Smith, presenter and ambassador for children's mental health charity Place to Be. And for Children's Mental Health Week, we are going to share some incredible growth stories with you with some very familiar faces. And today we are joined by the Doctor Who star herself. It's Mandip Gilll. Woo, woo, woo. When you were a child, did you ever dream you'd get to where you are today?
Yeah, it sounds like I never thought I was going to do anything else. For a second, I thought I was going to be a police officer, and literally a second, I realised I just don't have the skill sets to be a police officer. But it's really weird because it has always just been about acting.
What kind of obstacles have you come up against along the way?
In the first 2 years of my career, I auditioned for so many TV shows and stuff like that, and I didn't get any of them. I just could not get any TV experience. I did a lot of theatre, did a lot of touring theatre, and I had a lot of downtime. And it is the only time in my 10-year career I've stopped and thought, I don't know if this is going to work out and if I should actually stop. 2 years of constantly getting no's, it's not gone your way this time. I just thought, you know what, maybe actually it's more difficult than I thought, because I hate to say it, it was quite easy up until that point. I sort of think I expected my whole career to go that way, and it didn't. And there was a definite moment where I was like, I think I might give up. I think I have to give up. Not even I might, I think I have to give up. You know, that version of getting into this industry really, for me, made me so grateful for every single job that I ever got thereafter, because I realised it wasn't as easy as my education had been.
And do you think that being more forgiving of yourself has helped you cope with disappointments and setbacks?
When I was in my mid-20s, I lost my cousin. And so the grief was unimaginable. I couldn't understand what was going on. It never happened in our family before, and we were so close. But what it did to me, which I didn't like, was that it stopped me being empathetic towards anything. Someone would go through something and I sort of would think in my head, worse things have happened. And honestly, I really changed my views, and I let people just be annoyed. They're just annoyed today. They've woke up and they're annoyed, and that's okay. And now life has just taught me, like I was saying before, you can just enjoy the day-to-day things. You can, or not enjoy them, just say, I've had a really boring day today, and that's okay. I think we are constantly striving for something or development, or I wasted today, I wasn't proactive. You didn't waste today. You lived. You just mooched around your house or met your mate, and that's absolutely fine to do those stuff, to have those moments where you're not proactive. Like, I don't have to watch something. I don't have to have read something about acting today. I don't have to have spoken about acting for my career to go forward. I just have to be very present in life and just go, that's annoyed me today. That's not annoyed me today. That's made me really happy today. Those are the things that develop you as a person, I think.
Yes, I think back to when I was younger, and so many people would be watching this from schools. And when I was a teenager, I couldn't really find my people. Like, I was friends with people, but I didn't really feel like I fully fitted in. And as I've gone through life, I found my people, and finding your people is such an amazing moment of growth.
I moved schools at high school. I think at quite an important age I moved it, and I wish I hadn't. No, I really, really wish we hadn't have had to move schools. I moved at the age of 14, 15-ish. So I'd gone into high school in year 9. Didn't know who my friends were, didn't know who I were. These had all grown up together in this village and went to primary school together. And I didn't struggle I had friends, but they weren't lifelong friends. And I knew that because I'd only known them a year before I then had to leave that school. But then I guess on reflection, what happens in my career is you constantly move from set to set. And now I'm actually very, very good at going, these are my friends for 7-8 months. These are going to be the best things that ever happened to me. These are my new best friends for 3 years. And, you know, you do take them with you, certain people. But it has, I guess, without realising, it's taught me to constantly be open to people.
But do you feel like you're still growing? And what is your future ambition for you?
I don't think you stop growing. I don't think it's the way that I do it now. I don't think it's as forceful. I don't think it's as aggressive as in like I need to change in the next 3 months. I need to work on myself because I've got downtime. It's not like that anymore, and it was at a point. I feel now like you constantly grow. How can you not? You meet so many amazing people. You meet so many not so amazing people. You come into beautiful situations, bad situations. Something comes of all those little things. We read things, we see things on social media that like, it's a quote and it stops you for a second and you think, that just resonated with me. I'd quite like to take, sometimes I think, oh, I'd like to be that person, or I'd like that to happen to me. I don't see how you can't grow. You know, I think people just grow the same way we do in height, the same way we do in weight, same way our clothes, like our style changes. I think without realizing, we're like massive sponges in which we absorb things. And I also think if you don't like the person you are or the people you're surrounded with, you are able to change that as well. You don't have to be that person. You don't have to be that person just because you're like, well, you know, I've always been the person that's like negative or realistic, or my mind's always jumped to worst case scenarios. Doesn't have to. Like, I read a book about you're able to basically rewire yourself at any point, and there are so many ways of getting to your destination.